What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Tryhammer Fantasy Battle Reports. Got another battle report for you. Today is the Ford City Fracas. Round number 2, guys. Guys, what is going on? I'm all the way in the Canadas, fighting against all the Frostbacks. Actually, I'm fighting against Rob Phillips, which I'm pretty sure is a Michigan guy or an Ohio guy. One of those Midwest guys. I'm a Midwest guy, and I don't even know. Anyways, guys, I am in Fort City Fracas, going at it. You can see here's plenty of pictures. Here's pictures of just Fort Fracas going on right now. You can see there's Todd McGee here and legends of Warhammer, Chuck Sadler and Sean Mooney, as well as my boy John playing Josh Gurren here. Anyways, guys, my first round I only got 5 points. I got knocked down to table 8 out of like 12 or 14 tables. I got 5 points against Mr. Slawomir, and we didn't even get through our game. We got to turn 4. Honestly, I think we were about to get to turn 3, and then I started like, come on, let's roll, and try to hurry him to get to turn 4. But by then, he already had the objective. There's no way in hell I could do anything about it. I'm kind of interested in knowing what would happen if we would have got to turn 6 on that game. Just in general, he might have still won. Honestly, I'm just curious on what would have happened. Anyways, so this is round number 2, guys, and round number 2, I'm playing Rob Phillips. Now, fun fact, number 1, I've never played Rob Phillips before, ever, but I have traveled the globe with his army before. This specific army. I went to Greece, and I think Len Zakowski was playing this army as a Dread Elf army. This is one of those ambiguous elf armies that could be all three. It could be Wood Elves, it could be Dread Elves, and it could be High Elves. And today it's High Elves. Anyways, it's a good-looking army. Let's go over his list, actually. Let's go over what he's bringing today in this battle report. All right, guys. So first off, here's his list. He's -0 on this list right here. He has a High Prince on foot, more or less. This guy is the Master of the Cane Rig Tower. Has a bunch of spells. He has the Spear of the Blazing Dawn. He has a Commander on a Griffin. And he has a Wizard on foot with the Book of Arcane Mastery, Potion of Strength, Order of the Fiery Heart. Now, I'm actually kind of curious about something about that Order of the Fiery Heart. I'll explain it when it happens. But I just noticed that on the list. Anyways, I got Sea Guard. I got 29 of them. He has 29 Sea Guard. Not me, him. I don't play fucking Elves. Fuck that shit. Anyways, and he has 3 units of Archers, 25 Flame Wardens, 2 Phoenixes, and 2 Sea Guard Reapers. Very mixed list. He has Archers, a lot of Archers, actually. Crossbows, bolt throwers, and then he has monsters, and then he has a brick of Flame Wardens. All right, I go ahead and I get the roll for. He got the roll for sides. I got the pick for drops, and either that or he dropped one thing, and I just decided to drop everything. But we're playing in circles, so I got the big flanks, he got the big center, and we're playing Spoils of War. So there's going to be 3 tokens out there now. Because we're playing Spoils of War, I've decided to put my Ferals on a flank. I did this in ETC, the same thing. I had the Ferals on the flank, just like, hey, Ferals, you do your thing over here. Now, there's a big, what is that called? Like a house or obstructing terrain, whatever it's called. Impassable terrain, right in my deployment zone. So what I ended up doing is putting my Beastie Boys back there. The Beastie Boys have Ghost Step, which is fucking awesome. And every time I see an object or a building, you're going to see this in the next several battle reports, I just put my guys right behind it because A, they're not going to get shot, and B, I just want to go through things. If I have the option to go through things, I'm going to go through them. Plus a Vanguard. Go ahead and I have Cletus on the right side. Cletus is my new addition. I love Cletus. There's more battle reports coming. I just did a tournament at Fergus's house, and Cletus, I just love him. Him and Ruckus just fit together in this army so well. I got one of the K-Pack on the right side, and then I got the other 2 K-Pack on the left side. I got my, and I'll show you a picture of the left side in a second. I got my Goblin Horde in the center with the Pyromancy, just basically so he couldn't get away from the Pyromancy. I know the Pyromancy is going to burn his ass, more or less. And you can see my spells right up there, too. I got Breath of Corruption on my general, then I got Rod of Battle, Enveloping Embers, Pyroflow, Cloak of Cinders, I took the Hereditary, and Fireball. My general's unit is on the left right there. There's some trees next to him, so I make sure that I'm right outside the trees. The Doom Diver's behind my Goblin Horde, and then on the left side of the table, you can see I have my other set of Beastie Boys, my 2K pack that I put together, and then my big brick of other ferals. Basically, like I said, the ferals are going for the objectives on the flanks. My goblins are trying to just control the center with pyromancy, and then the giant and my general are going to basically try to help with that as well. But since I got the small center, I'm not really pushing the center too much. You know what I mean? More or less, I'm just trying to grab the flanks. All right, for my opponent's magic, you can see he has Raven's Wings, Quicksilver Lash, Word of Iron, Gloria Gold, Silver Spike, Fountain of Youth, Awaken the Beast, and Favor Miletus. All right. This is after Vanguard. Let's go over what he did. He ended up putting a Phoenix on the left side. He put the Phoenix on the right side. Monsters on the flank. Very smart move. What he messed up on was where he put his bolt throwers, and he knows this right in the beginning. My Vanguard starts to push towards that, and more or less, I'm playing with the Goblin Cunning a lot because there's enough Goblins in my unit where I can just kind of run away. If he wants to charge his Phoenix turn 1 into that, I'm fine. I am respecting the Phoenixes, though, because Phoenix can run through my hordes. If he starts getting the D6 per rank and all that shit, and he gets in the flank, oh my god. It just, or D3 per rank, D6 for the first rank, and then D3, I think it is, like Flamethrower. It's just, it's devastating against hordes. So I'm just trying to give him enough space, a wide enough berth, so he could kind of do his thing. But if he wants to charge into my Vanguarding Beastie Boys on the left, by all means, I'll flee. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He has his archers on the left behind the hill. This is basically so he can avoid getting shot at in turn 1 with my orcs on the left. He has Bolt Thrower. That's his Sea Guard in the center in rank formation. He has his BSB chilling way in the back there. He has more archers, his Flame Wardens, more archers, and then his other Phoenix. All right. Anyways, turn 1. I got, I have to skip ahead on my pictures. You'll see the next picture. But this is basically how I moved. What I ended up doing is I moved the Beastie Boys two units. I put one in front of his Bolt Thrower, and the other one in front of his Flame Wardens. What I did this was to push Ruckus and Cletus. Cletus is on the right side, Ruckus is in the center, and just kind of just push towards his units. What I'm doing here is more or less, obviously, I'm chaffing him, but if Ruckus gets into any of those 3 units, the archers, or the Sea Guard, he's not going to kill him. Ruckus is going to have a field day and just fuck him up, right? If the Savages pushed up aggressive, if the Savages get into one of those fights, again, the Savages are going to just kind of, like, he's going to kill a good chunk of me, but I should be able to kill a good chunk of him. The one issue I'm having is the Flame Wardens, and you'll see that in this video. On the left side, though, the Beastie Boys are going to go ahead and threaten his Bolt Thrower. Now, here's my thought process. Number 1, he's going to have to put all his shots into, he could probably just shoot him with the damn archers right there, and if he does and kills 2 and causes a panic, that's it, that's over, right? But if he doesn't, he has to invest a lot to kill those Beastie Boys, and that leaves my general alone, that leaves my K-Pack alone, that leaves Ruckus alone. So I don't mind doing this, and if not, if he just tries to ignore it, he's gonna have to shoot over my Beastie Boys, which is giving him a -1 to shoot. The other one's already shooting through a forest. Like I said, his Bolt Throwers were probably his downfall in this match right here. Anyways, let's go into Magic. Magic, I got a 5 on Magic Flux. Go ahead and I do a Fireball into one of the Bolt Throwers. I do a wound. Go ahead and I do Enveloping Embers on his Sea Guard. I end up burning off 8 of these guys right here. And then over here I had these guys shoot their little bow shots into that Bolt Thrower right there. I ended up doing 3 wounds on that first volley. Almost killed it. Almost killed it outright. My fucking Doom Diver. Doom Diver failed its stupidity, and I know you guys are gonna be like, he's not stupid, it's a war machine. No, I rolled a 1, and I fucking can't move it for 2 turns. It's stupid. That's what it is. Fucking stupid. Anyways, that's how the table looks at the end of turn 1. It's going to start off his turn. Highborn Elves, turn 1. Highborn Elves, turn 1. He charges here to get rid of my chaff. Of course he is. I don't really have pictures of his movement. Mostly he was trying to turn his archers to fight my shoot my dogs. he moves his archers. I'm going to show you this picture here. He moves his archers to block my feral orcs. Excuse me. To chaff my feral orcs there. And yeah, that's about it. Magic. He ends up putting up Favor of My Ladies. Now, this one, he rolls 3 dice, and he rolls like a fucking 16 on 3 dice. And it's just one of those spells that's just like, ugh, I gotta throw all my dice to stop Favor of My Ladies, or I stop like his Silver Spike or something else, you know? And I was like, ugh, just have it. I'm gonna stop everything else. So this is the only spell he gets off, but this is the probably the most crucial spell for him to get off. Over here, he shoots my dogs like he planned, and he got 2 of them dead. But I passed my panic. Over here, for the record, you can see he bailed his wizard out of the unit. I think he did this so that way if Ruckus decides to charge this archer unit, his wizard is safe. Okay? But this unit's going to start shooting into Ruckus, ends up doing 1 wound, and that's it. That's it. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins. Turn number 2, guys. Guys, I'm going to give you a 3-second warning on a 3, 2, 1. Wog! Alright, now this is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy. Let's just start on the left half. The Maulers pop out. They're going to charge into that fucking bolt thrower. That thing's dead. That thing's going to die. Alright, I'm hoping for panics. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright. The K-Pack on the left are doing a long charge. Now, it's only like, I want to say like a 18 maybe. Maybe an 18. But if I get into that bolt thrower on the right, I can angle it so I could hit the fucking flank of the Sea Guard. So I'm going to try it. Now, I need on dice a 12 for my general's unit to get into the Sea Guard. I'm going to try it. You know why? Because I have 4 dice with the Wog charge. 4 dice. You got to maximize on top of your maximize, which is fucking 4 dice. I'm going to try this. So I'm going for that 12. Okay? Now, let's go to the right side. Ruckus! Ruckus is... I contemplated this for a while. Cletus is about 17 inches away from his Flame Wardens, right? Now, if Cletus gets into the flank and I do X amount of wounds and whatever, he's going to be steadfast, he's going to hold, he's going to basically break Cletus, right? So what I decided was to have Ruckus join him, all right? If Ruckus joins him and both giants are hitting the Flame Wardens, that's probably my best bet to dealing with the Flame Wardens. Top it off, you see the guy on the right side, you can barely see the arrow, it's a gray arrow. That's my fucking chariot. He's on a hill with a rerollable 11 to get into that unit. So I'm giving 3 fucking charges into that Flame Warden unit. My Feral Orcs are going into the archers in front of them to get rid of the chaff, alright? Now, I'm going to go in order. Back to the left side. Maulers get in. K-Pack, boom, gets in. My general's unit fails. Fails, okay? Ruckus gets in. And Ruckus goes in alone. The other 2 failed their charge. Now, Cletus needed like a 10. The Chariot needed like an 11 with a reroll, but I failed them both, and Ruckus goes in alone. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ruckus should have just went to the archers or to the other guys. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But hindsight's 20/20. Anyways, as you can see, the K-Pack definitely is going to go ahead and hit that fucking flank of the Sea Guard. That's basically what's going to happen. That's just what's going to happen. I moved my Orcs on the left, my Feral Orcs, to shoot at his Phoenix to start doing wounds. I'm keeping him at range so he can't fly and burn me. My General's unit fails. Oh well, kind of a deal. And right now, you could see on the right side, nobody's touching that token, nobody's touching the center token, and nobody's touching the left token. Alright. Magic got a 6 on the flux. Go ahead and do Pyroflow on his fucking wizard. Now, this is what I was wondering. Is the Order of the Fiery Heart, does it give it Flame Ward, Fireborn? It didn't matter. I fucking burned this guy. I fucking pop him off. I mean, if it does matter if he did have it, but it's too late, obviously. But just for future reference, if anybody knows, I could probably look it up after the battle report, but I'm too lazy right now. But basically, I just popped this guy off. He was just chilling there by himself, and I was like, okay, I have a Pyro Wizard, and you just walked out of the unit by yourself. Burn, motherfucker, burn! Anyways, close combat. There was not much that happened in shooting. I think I didn't do a single fucking wound onto that damn Phoenix. I might have shot at the Sea Guard, but at the same token, my Goblins are shooting long range through the woods and probably through movement. So I don't expect much to happen there. As for Ruckus, he does 3 wounds onto Ruckus. There was 3 only. Yeah, I think there's only 3. Okay, he does 3 wounds onto Ruckus. Now I do about 9 wounds, something like that, roughly. And I'm pretty sure I forgot that he's a big brother to do the massive thunder stomp. But he uses favor of my ladies, and I was unable to do a single fucking wound after his ward saves and my ladies. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that again. I did 9 wounds, and after his ward saves and after Miletus, I did 0. 0. So I have a charge, and that's it. He has 3 wounds, a banner, and 3 ranks. I lose big time. I run. He's going to chase me down. Or no, he doesn't even chase. He lets me run because he doesn't want to put himself in a bad spot, I think. Or I forgot how that goes. Or I think he just ran shit. I think that's what it was. I think he ran like a double ones or something like that. I think this was shooting phase. We forgot to do some shots here. Oh, no, no, no. These are the archers. The archers kill off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my feral orcs. And then my feral orcs rip apart the archers. At this point, you could see he did not chase. He did not chase on purpose. He decided, and that's fine, because I think what he was afraid of is if he overran too far, he would get out of line of sight of my savages, and he wants to fight the savages, okay? So, what he ends up doing here, or I pop his fucking archers, I learned my lesson from ETC. I turn to face him only 5 or 6 wide. I think I'm 6 wide here. Because if I'm going to hold more ranks. If I hold more ranks, hopefully I hold a steadfast, my chariot comes in, my giant comes in, etc., etc. Right? So it's his turn. Highborn Elves turn 2, I think it is. He's going to charge his unit into my ferals. He's going to charge his Phoenix. I passed my terror check. And basically, I think his Phoenix originally just pushed Ruckus further, and then he redirected to charge into me. One of those things happened. So he's going to get in. Now, he gets in with both, unfortunately. Over here, my Goblins have killed his Bolt Thrower, okay? But he flew his Phoenix over my Goblin Beastie Boys, and he burned off, like, the remainder of the spiders, and he started wounding my hunters. Now the thing is, at least the hunters are, you have to put them on each specific model because they're characters. So I got 1 wound on one wound on another. That's about it. All right, magic. He got a 2 on the flux. Goes ahead. He does a Quicksilver Lash onto this chariot. This is really huge because this chariot only has 1 wound remaining. And it was kind of one of those things after he did it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. That's a chariot that I don't care if it dies, but I didn't think about the damn attribute. He puts the attribute on these chariots, and these guys have a fucking flaming banner. Motherfucker. And we're going to start off combat. Combat right here. He challenges with one guy. I impact it and kill that one guy. He's fucking shredded, right? The other guy goes with the dragon staff, might I add, and he only does 2 wounds. I say that again. The guy who went in the challenge, when he went and rolled the impact hits, he rolled a 6. The guy outside of the challenge, when he rolled the impact hits, rolled a 1. When I rolled the breath weapon, I rolled like double 1s. I was like, son of a bitch. I only killed 3 guys. I only killed 3 fucking guys. Now, he ends up putting up a couple wounds on me. But he's going to hold steadfast. He does. He reforms. He puts himself wide so he can get all his attacks in. And this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. All right. Over here, he gets. Oh shit! It's actually my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Now, going back to this fight right here. Let me just show you this one. Did he fail his charges? Let me see how this goes. I think he failed his charges. I think he failed his charges on this combat over here. And that was at post charge, right? Alright, so it's going to be my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I charge him. I'm being the aggressor now. And I'm charging with my chariot and my savages into his fucking Phoenix Guard. Now, the problem I'm having right now is his Flame Wardens are in the front. So I can't get Cletus in without pushing more savages out of combat, right? That's an issue. If I was in the flank, no problem. No problem. I'll charge him all day, right? So instead, I have Cletus charge his fucking BSB in the back, okay? I know I don't have good pictures of it. I'm sorry. All right. So I get in with all those three. I charge my maulers here into his archers, okay? And like I said, I charge Cletus over here. Okay. Now, magic. I go ahead and I get the Breath of Corruption up on the unit over here, trying to help out their combat. They're not doing good in this combat. He has, right now, combat res, he has a banner and 2 ranks. I don't. Alright, over here, I end up getting Rod of Battle off. He lets it go through to stop, I think, not Flaming War Swords. I don't even have Flaming Swords. I think I tried to give him -1 no hit and something else, but he stopped those. Over here, combat. I end up killing. By the way, I realized this. There's a couple things I realized playing this tournament, more or less, because this is the new book for me, and I'm just trying to figure things out. But Gogta initiates start with paired weapons. When you upgrade them to a mauler, they get a great weapon, but it doesn't mean you have to use that great weapon. It just says you get a great weapon. So I just popped up my paired weapons. I was like, yeah! And I ripped up like fucking 2, 4, 5 archers, 6 archers. I win combat. He did kill one of my guys off, but he's going to stay there, I think. Over here, he ends up doing 2 wounds onto Cletus. Cletus ends up doing 2 wounds back. And I just like, I'm going to use a great weapon. Haha, whack! And just punked him with 2 wounds. Yeah, he did 4 wounds to me. So I have a charge and 2 wounds, but he did 4 wounds and a BSB. He actually wins combat, but Cletus is going to stay there for a turn. I'll be happy if Cletus lives the next round. I don't think it's going to happen. All right, over here. This combat, he ends up putting 2 wounds onto the one chariot, 1 wound on the other. I end up killing off, looks like 4 or 5 guys. But he wins combat. He does win combat. He has a banner, rank, and 3 wounds. 4 wounds. So that puts him at 6 combat res, and I did 5. So I lose by 1. I'm going to run, and he fucking chases me down. He actually catches me, and that's about it. I think that's it. Oh, the savages. Savages, I end up killing off, I want to say, like 5 dudes. But he wins combat. He fucking rips apart a lot of my savages, and I'm going to just hold on to steadfast. All right, let's go start off his turn. Or my turn. Oh, is it my turn? Why is it? No. My bad. This is just showing you a picture of the failed charge. Or he ran me down. I failed the charge with the orcs, the chariots, apparently. And then over here, yep, there we go. Yeah, this is the picture. Like I said, this is the start of combat. Excuse me. He ended up putting up. He doesn't do a wound onto my chariot. I think he just focuses on my savages. Savages, I have a picture here. I think he killed like 9 of my savages. Let's see. I'm trying to see how many ranks I have. It's a fucking chaotic mess with these red boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 ranks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he only killed a couple. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I hold steadfast. I did kill a couple of his. I'm hoping to grind him down, but it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So off turn 3. Highborn Elves. Highborn Elves, turn 3. Here it comes. He charges the bird in. I can't avoid this. It's going to happen. He charges the other bird in, fucking big bird, into the flank of my Iron Orc chariots. At this moment, they are not fearless, so I think he was actually hoping for a terror check. They become fearless this weekend that I'm playing, but before that, they were just not fearless. I'm actually scared shitless because of that, because he's charging, and even if he doesn't do, just say he does 1 wound. Charge, flank, wound, right? And I do 1 wound back or 2, right? I'm lose combat by 1, right? And, or just say I lose combat by 1, but he has fear. It fucks me over. I'm only like leadership 6 or something like that. Stupid. It's so stupid. I'm like, oh shit. The fearless does help out though, eventually. But he does charge in here. He will get in here. Magic. He gets a 1 on the flux. Goes ahead and he does Awaken the Beast on this unit of dudes here. That really fucks me. The archers will start shooting into my goblins. Only kill off 1 goblin. Over here, my maulers finish off that unit. And instead of turning them around to fight the sea guard, I decide I'm going to just hide them behind the fucking the hill in a minute. Over here, close combat, he fucks me up. He fucking look at this. He killed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of my savages, including my alpha. So it's probably 10 wounds. He has a charge, a flank, whatever. I only did 4 wounds, 4 onto the guys in front. His phoenix fell out of combat though. He can't maintain contact with my unit, so his phoenix is out of combat. Nobody touched the damn chariot. He does win combat pretty big. I am going to run and flee, right? He chases, he doesn't catch. My savages run like a fucking 12. My savages just had the goblin fucking fury in them and just ran. No, they didn't run 12, they ran 7. Whatever. They ran 7, but he rolled like double ones or some shit stupid. So he doesn't catch me. Thank God. Up there, Cletus died. Yeah, let's go start off turn 4. Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I decided to grab the objective with the Goblins. And as you can see on the left side, excuse me, I am so sorry about this. The pictures are out of order a little bit, and the pictures are, I don't have that many because of how fast these rounds are going. On the left, I do a wound onto him. He does a wound onto me. He has a charge, a flank, and a wound. I have a wound and a banner, so I lose by 1. I stick on my steadfast, and I stick on the reform. Okay, so I'm in a better spot now. I do charge my orcs in. They fail the charge. I only need like a 5 or 6 on the dice, and I fail it. I roll 4. All right, my goblins at this point, I've seen Ruckus bounce off those flame wardens. I've seen my savages bounce off those flame wardens. I've seen the Koopa light go into the flame wardens and bounce. I ain't touching those motherfuckers. Fuck that. Fuck that. I grabbed the objective and I walked away. I said, fuck the objective. Or fuck you guys. I just... I'm fine right here, man. You guys can stay over there. Look how far you are. You guys could just stay over there. There's only 10 archers, or not even 10. I think it's like 9. And some sea guard left. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not even gonna fuck with this. All right. I got pyromancy. I got bow shots. I'm just grabbing the objective and leaving the fuck alone. Speaking of which, magic, I don't think much happened. Shooting, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the Doom Diver into his fucking guy over here. I got a direct hit. I do like 4 wounds. And it goes through his armor. He fails all armor saves. 4 fucking wounds. And he makes every single ward save. But what it does is it puts the fear of God in this one guy. He decides, he asks me, what's your max range of your shot? I said 48. He goes, I'm going to go 49, 50, 52 just in case. And he just moves this guy the fuck away. He never sees the light of day again. All right, it's going to start off his turn. By the way, my general does punk his Phoenix over here. The Phoenix swings away. My general doesn't care because he has the Basalt Infusion. He does a couple wounds maybe to my Ironwork Chariot. But I just punk it. I kill it. 5 hit, 5 wounds. It does reborn itself. It does get a rebirth. So that happens. And, yeah. This is his turn. His turn 4, I think it was. He tries to charge here into, I don't know if it was Ruckus or who. But that was basically it. Most of his shit was just moving around right now. He's going to go ahead and try to kill my maulers on the hill. I don't have pictures of it, sorry. But he just charges here, fails this charge, and then his guy gets reborn in combat, I think, or right after the combat. It's going to start with my turn, Orcs and Goblins turn 5. He has no wizard left. His BSB moved way the fuck out of the way. His general's still alive, so his general does have magic, but it's magic that I don't even care about at this moment, right? So Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I'm going to charge my Rotten Teeth into his guy with 1 wound here. He just got reborn. He popped up right behind my general's unit. I was like, son of a bitch. So I just go for it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just do 1 wound. I can do it with this many attacks. Just 1 wound. My bad. I'm gonna go back a picture here. Right here, he shoots into my maulers. He kills my maulers. This was his turn 4. I'm just trying to figure out something here. Sorry. Pictures are out of order, like I said. My magic. By the way, I did get into this guy there. My magic, I do... It looks like Pyroflow. I'm just trying to kill some Flame Wardens. The Flame Wardens don't really die. Start to focus on trying to panic his Sea Guard or his archers at this point because there's not enough to do, really. And then I'd shoot my Doom Divers. My Doom Divers, I try to hit this guy over here, but I fail and just there goes my man. What the fuck was somebody calling him? I think they gave him a name about the wheel. I forgot what it was. Over here, close combat, my orcs get decimated over here by a fucking phoenix. Look at this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. He killed 9 of my guys, but I did kill him doing the one fucking wound. It's just that the orcs are so slow. How did he do 9 wounds? Did I just whiff? I think I whiffed with my orcs, and then I had my alpha with a great weapon kill him, and that allowed him to get his thunder stomp in there as well. That's just rough. All right. His turn 5. Don't have a picture of his movement much, but he gets favor of Milady's off. And like I said, at this point, I'm just kind of avoiding him. Turn 6. You can see this is how the table looks. For the most part, he's avoiding me. He's pushing his guys back in the corners. Off camera on the right side, he has his BSB on the tip of the game of the table. And on the right side, my Savage Orcs rallied. Okay. He killed off my chariot, I think with the Phoenix, to be fair. But his Phoenix is basically facing off at my Savages who almost run off the table. At this point, I just decide I'm not going to even fuck with him. I'm just chilling. I got the objective. I know I've won the game. My General, my BSB, my Wizard are all alive. My units are all alive. I have the objective. Just hold still. He's too far to do anything. He's too far to risk anything. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, he's obviously killed my Maulers. He's killed my K-Pack. And he's killed my giants. Ruckus ran behind the rock just to avoid getting shot for a turn or silver spike or whatever. Because at this point, I'm just going to play it safe and get my points, right? Magic will go ahead and do a fireball, try to kill off some flame wardens. I'm struggling to kill anybody. And then over here, I shoot into his archers, trying to cause a panic. I do 3 wounds, but he passes his panic check. Turn 6, he charges the Phoenix into the rallied orcs. Okay? Now, this is big for him because if he gets in, this is my BSB unit. This is like a 500 to 700 point unit after you get the BSB bonus, whatever. And he's going to get in, obviously, because that's really close. I don't know what this picture is. I think it's just me taking a picture of him moving in. Magic, he got a 4 on the flux. Doesn't really matter. He put a spell up on this big bird. He goes in. He kills off. Like, he whiffs. And I mean, he whiffs big time. He only gets like 2 wounds or something like that. I go back, and I'm like, no matter how many he kills, he needs to kill 2 more to break my steadfast. That's all I kept telling him. I was like, I just got to make a steadfast. I just got to make a steadfast. It's turn 6, man. I just got to make the steadfast. But he fails to kill me, and I just punk the bird. I do exactly 5 fucking wounds. And he's like, what the fuck? And he fails his ward saves. My fucking savages got me an extra 200 and something points at the end of the game. That was 405 points. Holy shit, at the end of the game. That actually pushes them up pretty high on the fucking damage calculator, even though they kind of got their ass kicked. This game alone, this unit right here, has gotten 875 points, pushing them to the top of the list for this weekend so far. Oh, man. Sorry the game's a little bit out of order here, man. It's just, like I said, the pictures were kind of fast, and I was trying to get them done for this. But overall, it was a 16-4 victory for the Orcs and Goblins against the Highborn Elves. Rob was a fun guy to play against. I actually gave him my best opponent for best sportsmanship, and he won it, to be fair, at the end of the 5 games. It was fun and to play somebody new, okay? And I'm going to tell you this right now. Hold on, let me see. This was... let me write this down for myself. The last game was... Yeah, okay. So out of all 5 games this weekend, I played 3 new games. 3 games against people I've never played before, ever. And then the other 2 is 2 players I haven't played for in many, many years. So... This is pre-corona, actually. So this is actually a very fun tournament for me to play new faces and people I haven't played in ages. So as for my team, you can see the points push up. The Foot Clan got in first because of that last kill pushed them over the edge. They're at 922 for the weekend so far. 875 total this game. K-Pack got 629 this game, but they're at 894. This is actually pretty impressive because this is showing me the power of them splitting up and the power of putting them together. And they have a lot of fun in the next couple games, to be fair, the K-Pack. Baxter got a solid 558, excuse me, putting them in third place for 795. The Beastie Boys got 360. That's actually pretty average for them right now, 368 and 360. Cletus only got 222. There was 2 wounds, and I'm assuming that the Griffin was 5 wounds. It could be 4, and it would be a little bit higher. Chosen of Crom got 405. Ruckus got a fat 0. Fat 0, and that's due to him actually just making his ward saves. Chosen of Crom is my general, by the way, for 405. And then the Doom Diver got a 111, getting a wound off on the guy, and then him running away. The Rotten Tooth got 132 for 1 wound on a Phoenix, but that puts him at 187. Then the Gobbo Horde is at last place as the Bunker with 58 points. Somebody made a comment in the video that was posted about, I can't believe he didn't take a poison banner. This is the reason why I don't take him in a poison banner, because it's a waste of fucking points when you have this many goblins, but you don't want them to see combat. You just want them to hold there with your damn wizard. So I don't mind having them with the Goga Brew. I'm trying to think if the Goga Brew actually helps them this weekend. It does in a couple games, but I don't think it was any of these games. I'll figure it out when we get there. Anyways, guys, this video was actually kind of short. It was a fast game. My opponent was kind of, he was a really nice guy. I don't even know if I have a video of him talking about the game. I think I might have, but it was like after day 1 and it was later in the day. But anyways, guys, yeah, like I said, this game went pretty fast. Next game, I'm playing Jeff Durham and his Vampire Counts. The Vampire game has a very eye-opening turn that I can't wait to talk about in the next week's video. But until then, guys, like I said, I did a tournament at Fergus's house. That was a lot of fun. Can't wait to get to that after these Fracas videos. And then I'm going to strengthen numbers come, I think it's December, strengthen numbers, but I gotta start looking into that. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it. If I have some closing arguments, I'll have Rob at the end here. Anyways, till next time, take care and peace.
Alright, this is my round 2 opponent. I forgot to do this earlier. Alright, I know it's like a game later. You probably forgot what happened.
Oh, no, I picked my models up really quick.
Oh.
You helped me do it. Thank you.
I did. You want to explain what happened? Because they always hear from me.
Oh, it was great. We ran in the middle. We fought. Ice passed a lot of 5 or 4 board saves.
Yes, he did.
And then at the end, it didn't matter because you won.
Well, you know what? You actually swung it around.
I did.
I was about to run you over.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then that favor on the lady's turn where the giant just ran, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I heard the train coming.
Yeah.
The train was coming down the track hard.
And then it didn't help me that the other guy didn't get the flank either.
No.
No, yeah.
Listen, I'll take any advantage I can, still lose.
Thanks for the game, man.
Hey, thank you, brother.
My hands are full here. All right.